Hey everybody, Wayne here. In today's Recon, we're going to take a look at Defending America, Intercepting the Amerika Bombers, 1947 to 1948. Designed by Gregory M. Smith and published by Compass Games. So this is a solitaire war game, and if you have seen my videos or if you're aware kind of some of the previous games that Gregory Smith has released, that Compass has released, so Amerika Bombers is one of the games that Gregory Smith did, a narrative-driven solitaire war game where you are commanding this is a hypothetical, an alternative reality, alternative history. That's the term we're going to go with. An alternative history where Germany is able to bomb America in, 1947, 1948. In that game, Amerika Bombers, you are commanding a single German bomber that is bombing different targets in America. Well, now it's time to turn the tables around and dish it back to those bombers flying over American soil. So I covered Amerika Bombers quite a bit on my channel. I did a playthrough of a mission. I did one of my overviews and reviews. Did a recon. Love the game. I love a lot of these narrative-driven games if they're done well. That I will like them, and that one I enjoyed. So I was definitely looking forward to this one. And sorry, by the way, for the extended intro on this one, but I kind of wanted to do a little backstory because I think there's been some confusion. I've seen some confusion on kind of what the scenario is, what are some of these games, what's happening. So there was Amerika Bombers that I just explained, and now Defending America as of filming. This is just released, just arrived the other day. It's going to be another narrative-driven style war game. Love the cover, beautiful. Let's go ahead, take a look at the back here. It's actually pretty heavy. I wonder what's all in here. So, nice sized box. Defending America is a solitaire tactical level game which places you in command of an actual or experimental interceptor aircraft during a frightening look at what might have been in World War II. Each turn consists of one sortie, during which the player will fly a mission to intercept Amerika bombers, which are en route to bomb the mainland of the United States. Fantastic. Let's open her up. So, again, as I already said, clearly I enjoyed Amerika Bombers. I consider it probably the best introductory narrative-driven war game there is, just because of how easy it is to play. I know the theme isn't super approachable to everybody, so that's probably the one thing that prevents it from being like the ultimate gateway narrative-driven game. Which narrative-driven games, war games, if you aren't sure or aren't not familiar with the term, are going to be things like The Hunters, The Hunted. Those are World War II submarine games. Silent Victory. Those are the American submarines in the Pacific. Picket Duty, another favorite of mine from Legion war games. So there's definitely a whole bunch of good ones out there. Target for Today, Target for Tonight, lots of good ones. So anyway, but let's look at Defending America, not those. All right, so we start off, we have a bunch of different dice here. Very nice. What do we got here? A little rata, possibly. Component listing, maths and charts replaces box and rules, 3.8. Okay, just tells you what there are for charts and everything. Places 3.3 in rulebook, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, we don't know the rules yet, so we're not going to worry about that, but we're going to set it aside. Definitely want to save that. All right. Let's go ahead and take everything out of here. All right, first off, we have our rules of play. I assume, as usual, like Compass, it's going to be a full-color rulebook. Yep, sure is. Has everything in here. Separated nicely. You're getting pictures. You're getting examples of what everything is. Compass generally does well with their rulebooks. There are exceptions, of course. But it looks very similar to how Amerika Bombers was as a rulebook. And Intercept Race, by the way, that's what I was thinking of earlier. I wanted to mention this earlier. Intercept Race is, I believe, I could be wrong, this is a recon. This is not, the review, so I can't swear to it. But I believe this game is based on kind of the Interceptor Ace, Night Fighter Ace rules. If you're familiar with those games, again, narrative-driven by Gregory Smith. He's kind of the master of these narrative-driven war games at this point. Designer notes, after having completed Amerika Bomber, Evil Queen of the Skies, I had some fans request a game with a P-80 shooting star in it. Amerika Bomber got a lot of positive comments about it, so I immediately thought it might be fun to shoot the darn Nazis down for once. Very fun. So, very cool. All right, so we got some information. Nice rules index in the back there. Okay, looks good. No problems so far. We have a sortie log, so you can see nice little, there's a bunch of them here. Obviously, I'm sure you can find them on Board Game Geek, additional ones, modified ones, fan-made ones, whatever you want. But it's always nice when they include them, so you can just go and sort of get started. All right. Ooh, I like that. Some, I assume that's the player aid charts here. Kept with a player aid charts. Oh, and then the aircraft as well. But I like that that's kept kind of protected here. Now, if you just give me 1 second, it does take a little extra second maybe to get them off, but definitely rather have that than have them just kind of floating around in the board or in the box. So, whole bunch of charts, not just charts, so it's going to be the aircraft as well. Okay, so for instance, we have the raid chart. I'm going to tell you where they are attacking you. And you're going to have different charts for the, these are the actual German bombers. They're going to be attacking you. The Amerika Bombers, the ME-364, HE-277, Focke-Wulf 300, JU-390. Positioning chart. So where, when you are attacking them, it should be, hey, you're coming in from different approaches. Where are you attacking that bomber at? And these are to be the different, again, if you have any familiarity with any of these intercept race, things like that, Amerika Bomber, you're going to be very familiar with these. If you're not, that's fine too. Take a look and see what they got. Keeping track of your pilots, experience points, special abilities, skills. Very cool having all these things. Very like an immersive role-playing experience. I've said this before when I did my overview review of Amerika Bomber, but it's kind of like a role-playing game for war gamers. So very fun. Here you go. Now we have our fighters. P-80B Shooting Star. Bell XP-83. So it looks like we're going to have a bunch of different ones. F-89A Scorpion. XP-61 Black Widow. So I don't want to cover every single one. Look through a few of them. Very cool. And you have your different, keeping track of where they are, damage to your actual aircraft, your weapons you have, airframe, is a wingman there, skill usage, endurance markers, etc., etc. So you get to keep track of all that. A whole bunch of them. We're not going to look at every single one. All right. So continuing the player aids, right? Flight school, random event chart. Oop. Any sort of damage or anything that happens chart. Oop. Skills, fighter damage, etc., etc. Fighter target mat for the different. Oh, and there's additional German bombers coming at you. Whew. Okay. Whew. Up there. Now let's go ahead and look at these counters here. Oh, it is a wrapped counter sheet. Nice. Keep them from popping out of here and just going flying. Let's see if I can open these up without causing too much destruction. I wonder if they're I just get a corner open. Get that corner open. You can tear open the rest. But I do like that. Very cool. I have no problem with that. Again, it may make the Recon here. So you guys are a little bit like, okay, come on. Come on, Wayne. Get it going. Open her up. But definitely think that helps when you're the actual, owner of the game. And you don't want, counters flying everywhere coming out of the sprue. Which it feels like these are going to come out of here really easily. So I get maybe that's why. Maybe they realize, these are punched really, really well. Almost too well. Yeah, that's what it looks like it's going to happen. So, I don't know. Sorry, guys, that I'm having to take time to do this. But, again, I would rather have this than not. So, looks like, as they're kind of coming out of here, that, yep, they are punched probably to the point where it's going to fly out of here, kind of. So, you guys can kind of see. All I do is push on it. They start punching out of here. Decent thickness, normal thickness, nothing extraordinary, but not bad either. Looks like relatively normal. So, yep, they'll just go ahead and punch out of here. And boom, you'll have them. So, not individually die punched or anything like that, but at the same time, clearly, they're going to punch out of there pretty well, pretty easily. I don't think you necessarily need to clip them. Now let's just take a look at them, even with the plastic on. So if I'm going to try to take the plastic off, they're just going to fall apart. A little slow look, a little bit. Sorry for the glare. The plastic, it's kind of unavoidable. So we got our fighters down there. Some carriers of ours. Keep track of our wingmen. The German bombers. And of course, double-sided counters. For some of them anyway, right? All right. And finally, the board. It is a mounted board. It's not a wrapped mounted, but it's a very thick mounted with kind of the texture on the back. But boom, you go ahead and place that out. You can see different zones. The Luftwaffe from their Azores base. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3 coming into the United States, bombing you. Keeping track of weather. Obviously your carriers, and then it looks like a full sequence play with a lot of information on it, so hopefully that's a really useful sequence play. All right, I think that's it. Well, that is it. Those are the components. So that is Defending America, Intercepting the Amerika Bombers. Looking forward to trying this one. Definitely going to be my upcoming game here with, I'm sure I'll do a playthrough, overview and review, all that good stuff. So let me know if you've played it, if you've got this game on your table already, what you think. By the time this video is published, the game will have been out for a few weeks, I think. So definitely going to be some people out there that have some experience with it already. So if you played it, please let us know. Otherwise, thank you everyone for watching. Made it this far. Throw me a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching my videos, please subscribe. You don't have to watch every one of them, but if you see an occasional one you like, a subscription is really appreciated. So until next time, guys, later.